What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian. I got my co-host, Southern Flame, Don McIntyre, with me tonight, and we are hanging out with a band out of Tampa called Bad Trauma.
Oh, no! Oh, boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot!
All right, before we start this interview, I do want to remind everyone to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can follow us on all podcasting platforms, as well as an app on your iOS or Android. Just search the Loud Spot, and you can find us. And I'm loving Johnny already, because since he first turned his camera on, this motherfucker's been like smiling and laughing. I'm like, no one even said anything funny yet. No one said anything funny.
yeah, absolutely.
He's happy to be here.
I know.
That's right.
We are happy to have you guys here. And, out of Tampa, I should have known that. You guys are a recently formed band, and I find that interesting because you already know what to do and how to start growing your audience with music videos off the bat, which leads me to think you guys are seasoned musicians who's maybe been in other bands in the past and didn't work out, and so now you guys are here with Bad Trauma. Is that right?
Ooh, how accurate is that?
All the above.
All of the above. All right, so let's
all the above. Nailed it.
Let's start with Brent. And why did you guys form this band that's only been around for a little bit, and why the music video so fast?
So me and John kind of came up in the scene playing at the State Theater, and we had this one promoter that got us all these different shows, and he was always putting his band Aegea on shows with my band Polar Summer. Okay. And so we just hang out backstage and shoot the shit. And then, one day I was like, I had some metal stuff together because it was pop before. And you were doing pop stuff at the time, John.
Yeah.
EDM stuff. And I sent it over. I was like, hey, man, you want to write some stuff? He's like, dude, I got some tracks too. And so we just started, firing them back and forth and wrote for about 2 years and then got Connor in there.
Okay, so Brent and John, so you guys did pop music prior to doing this alternative new metal sound?
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Well, that's crazy.
That's a huge transition.
Most people go from metal to pop music because it's like, you make that transition. All right, we'll start selling more records. We'll go to pop music now. You don't really hear bands that start off pop and then go to metal. So, and then you got Connor, and Connor is the drummer for the band, correct, Connor?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And how did they get you? How did they find you? Did you know them prior to joining the band?
No. So I was in a band called Death Truck, also out of Tampa.
Not a pop band, though, right? Not a pop band.
No, not a pop band. I didn't start with them because I'm 10 years younger than all of them. So when they were into it, I was like in grade school. So obviously I didn't know them from that. But around, I think they saw me at a show that I was doing with the band Death Truck, maybe in 2019, something around there. And so when they started this band, they were looking for a drummer, and Brent remembered me and was trying to find my name, trying to remember it. And then he finally did. And then this past January, he hit me up asking if I was interested in doing the drum duties because they needed someone for a show coming up. And I said, yeah, sure. I really like the music and all that. I really fuck with it. And so basically I was able to do that. And then they brought me, in from there.
That's cool. Don't you hate it?
Well, you're standing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're standing out when someone remembers you and they're trying to find you. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Very true. Yeah.
He impressed everybody. We had a line of 5 guys just watching him going this kid is amazing.
Yeah.
Really
That's
good.
awesome.
Don't you hate it, Brent, when you're like, I fucking know that guy's name. I can't think of it. It's on the tip of your tongue. It's the most annoying thing in the world when you're trying to find someone you can't figure out exactly how to get a hold of them. But typically, when that does happen, when you're thinking about that, somehow you bring it into reality. And what's that called, Don? You said it before. What's that term called?
You're manifesting?
Manifesting, yeah. When you
Good word.
manifest something, man, it happens to me all the time when I'm thinking about something. Like all of a sudden, there it goes. So pop to new metal, and you know what? You guys are metal, but you don't. You really don't have like a pop influence in it. But I can see how you're not like it's not straight up just like screaming music either. You know.
For sure. Absolutely.
All right, so Johnny, what's your backstory in music?
I mean, I've been playing pretty much my whole life, playing guitar since I was 7, and
Dang.
I was raised on metal, on heavy metal, like a lot of 80s hair metal.
I could tell by your hair.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, that was like that was my shit growing up.
Hell yeah.
Then when I got into college and I was touring in a tech metal band called Entity, and I just kind of got bored with the scene, and that's why I went kind of more into the pop realm. At that point, kind of playing some shows, and from there, just really started getting up my home studio, putting together demos and whatnot. Then as Aegea kind of went out, I had a group of demos that I just had done nothing with, kind of your B-sides that you said you put on the shelf you get to someday.
Right.
And as soon as I heard Brent's vocals on his demos, I knew immediately, like, this dude was the real deal, and that was what those demos were missing. It was like it was like this lightning strike moment, where you just know. And I've never found somebody that was this compatible with my writing style, and just as far as where he was in the band. It helps so much now trying to, spearhead everything into the future with Bad Trauma.
It's important to be able to click. You know what I'm like? It's like, especially as with a newer band, to able to click. Now, I don't think we actually talked about when you guys started. How long ago did the band form?
So I think about 2 years ago, we got together with the idea of having music, but I think the first track was released in September, I think.
Wow.
2021, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. And is this? Now, I know you guys are lining up to do a tour. I think are you guys lining up to do a tour?
So right now we're working out some details. That's kind of what we're talking about. Mark's hooking it up, and of course we're huge fans of Weapons of Anew. So
that'd be cool.
We're trying to get all those logistics together and get our live bass player locked down for that tour. And those guys are just amazing dudes, and they kind of trying to lend a hand out to give us a helping hand. It's been awesome.
I've listened to them. They're really good. That's great.
Just ask the bass player for Weapons of Anew. Be like, hey man, you want to be in our band instead? that'd be so awkward on tour. That'd be so awkward on tour. He's still a bass player.
Yeah. Well, they offered for us to go on their tour bus, so that'd be really awkward.
Yeah, that'd be so weird. It'd be kind of funny though, wouldn't it? Just a little bit. Are you guys looking for a bass player, like a steady bass player to have in the band, or are you happy with just a trio and just hiring a tour bass player?
We're pretty much entertaining the idea right now. We want to have a symmetrical stage performance, and a couple people have kind of said that. We're happy with the three of us just because our personalities jive really well.
Right. You're already clicking.
Yeah, and every time you add another member or something into that equation, it changes. Personalities are, especially like musical personalities. Like it's very rare that you have, like, we're all really calm, even-keeled guys, and anytime there's a disagreement, we just talk it through, which is really nice. And musicians are normally crazy and want to like scream at each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that guy that we find for the bass, for playing bass, it needs to be kind of a calm, even-keeled guy, and I think that might be like a little bit of a rare thing.
Yeah, I can see that. I know Weapons of Anew is going to be playing in Shawnee, Oklahoma, the end of June, or I forgot when they're going to play here. But I don't live too far away, so if you guys are on that tour and you guys also wind up playing in Shawnee, I'm going to try to make that show.
Awesome.
No promises, but it'd be so fun to see Weapons of Anew and you guys play there. It's like an hour drive for me, but it's not like I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not too bad of a drive to see two bands that have been on the podcast. Okay, so this song is called "The Deep." Brent, you want to give us some insight into the meaning of the lyrics before we jam it?
It has to deal with water.
Okay. We live in Tampa, so there's a lot of deep water around us.
A lot of those deep fountains where you throw the change in there, and it takes all your dreams, all your hopes and dreams go into the deep, and that's.
Wait, now, hold on.
Make a wish.
Don't you have another music video where it looks like you're actually in the water, or like your hair's wet and stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah, I'm getting drowned by this
but that song's not called The Deep. So I was like, wait, did I say the right name of the song? Because there's one in the water, not called The Deep, and this one is about water, but I don't see any water in it. I don't think.
No, we try to throw everybody off balance.
Okay, well, you got me.
Keep you on your toes.
Yeah, I'm on my toes. All right, let's play The Deep right now, a song about water. Here we go.
Damn, I was spot on with that Make a Wish.
Okay, I just unmuted everyone. Let's make sure we can hear Connor. Connor, can we hear you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yay.
we can. Okay. You put in the private chat earlier if we could hear him, and I wasn't sure when he actually sent that. So I wasn't sure. You know, I got a question about in that song. There's like an effect, Brent, where you're screaming, and it goes like kind of like a echo sound, or if you will. Was that something that you produced, or was that something that the producer decided they wanted to have? Like, did you have input on there? Or was that something that was added? You're like, oh, that's cool. Let's keep it.
Yeah, that's our producer, Ivan from Anthropocide. he does a lot of extra stuff like that in our next track,
That's cool.
33077. Yeah, he's great, man. We've loved working with him, and he just adds in all those cool little production things, and everything he adds in is like really creative and fits.
Do you send him a song, like do you record a song and then he tells you when he's done with it and he sends it back to you like, holy shit, that's so much better than what we thought it was going to sound like, or that's a cool little effect, we never would have thought of that?
Every time, man. John's like,
Awesome.
we're always cheesing from cheek to cheek. He gets his back to us in like a week, which is crazy. I'm used to like waiting my life away for a mix, and he's just like, oh, here's a week later. Sounds amazing. Good job.
That is awesome.
Oh, and on the video,
Yeah.
I was loving the hat as well. Actually, Sebastian and I were talking hats before you guys ever come on.
Yeah.
And I seen the hat in the video.
Oh,
I was
thank
like,
you very
I want
much.
that hat.
Thank you very much. I love that thing. It was one of those good Amazon buys.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and
Hey,
you know when
great
you buy a
tip.
hat from Amazon, you never know how it's going to look when you put it on.
That's true.
You
That's
never
true.
know
It's,
how-
That's a great stage look. I love that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now, Connor, being kind of the younger one in the band, have you ever made a music video prior to being with these guys?
No, I actually have not.
Are you like, well, I know you guys are all calm, but if it was me, I'd be like, haha, fuck you guys, look what I just did. Do you do any of that stuff to your friends?
Yeah, I guess it was, but like it's not an aha moment. I've never done a music video before, but we're actually going to be doing one this upcoming Saturday.
That's exciting.
Nice. Yeah.
It's exciting to be kind of younger and then join a couple seasoned, I guess, people that have done some other things. And then you're already kind of thrown into this almost veteran style of music. And that takes you from like down here to like, boom, up here super quick, keep up with the times. We got to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So,
So which one is the mischievous one?
none of them.
Mischievous.
Oh, yeah. The
Johnny.
mischievous
I
one.
bet it's Johnny.
Yeah, probably. That's probably me. Out of any of us, I'm probably the one that gets into the most trouble, even though I try to stay away from it, but I find it nonetheless.
You know, with you cheesing this whole time, I was betting on you.
Oh, absolutely.
You guys already have like your website and merch. Are you guys already prepared? Like if you go on this tour, you're gonna have your merch ready and stickers and all that shit.
Yeah, so we actually have a site that we do our merch fulfillment through. We're re-upping all that once we get done with this new track and new video. Up on serviced by Big Cartel, and also the new website we're going to be launching very shortly after that. So we getting all the materials and got to get another photo shoot in with Connor so we can get all the new promos done. But it's all that's happening within the next couple months. It's awesome.
It's exciting to be like on the
Wonderful.
up and up, isn't it? Like you guys
Absolutely.
just started, it's like you guys are putting your shit out there now, and your fans are slowly starting to grow. Hey, you know what kind of sucks? So it kind of sucks if you were in another band before that was like pop or not, that was kind of big, and then now that's gone, and now you got to kind of restart. It's fun, but it can be frustrating at the same time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm
Well,
sure.
Fortunately, I came from like a solo thing where I'd go up on stage by myself. And so being with like a group of guys, because that's what I've always done as bands, took a hiatus for like 4 years by myself. And now I'm back with these guys. It's like way better. It's like so much more fun to be in a group of people and just be able to hang out and drink after shows and stuff. Way more fun.
Especially if you have great chemistry, right?
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
What's the music scene like in Tampa? I've been to Tampa. My grandmother's actually from Tampa, and she used to love going to Clearwater or St. Pete's Beach.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
I live in Clearwater.
Okay. Now, is there a restaurant in Clearwater on the beach called Frenchie's?
Yes, now they have a couple of them out there, and now they kind of have little outposts kind of further in Pinellas County over here.
One of my favorite things I ever did when I went to Tampa is I went to Clearwater. We went to Frenchie's, and you could actually see the sun going down on the ocean while we were sitting at the beach, and everyone kind of claps and cheers, and it's like, because it's kind of a neat thing. All these fucking tourists, we all do the same shit. You're like, it's just another sunset, you piece of shit. Like,
no, not at all.
But to you guys, but how cool is that? Clearwater's such a fucking cool place to visit. Now, what's the music scene like in Florida? As far as like, is there a lot of similar artists, like heavy metal type bands out there in the Tampa area?
Yeah, but without a doubt. I mean, it's the scene is hot, I would say, right now. Definitely post COVID. They're just, I think a lot of people have some time to really get all their material together. There's a lot of similar acts as far as we can play shows with other metal bands, and it's not like back in the day where maybe you'd have to have like a reggae act, then a metal act, and then kind of down there. There's enough bands right now to where there's some decent shows. I think as far as anything super heavy, this is the capital for it. Brent, what's the scene like over the Tampa side?
Super heavy, man. Like it's metal all day.
Super heavy.
Yeah, I mean, me and Connor played a bunch of shows at this place called Verona, and that's where I saw him actually, and 3 or 4 shows a week, and it was heavy metal. You were either heavy metal, a rapper, or I was just like the pop thing, but it was lots and lots of heavy metal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
Ahead,
I'm sorry. Do you guys go outside of the Tampa area often to play shows? Like up further?
Yeah, absolutely. Right now we're working on booking some in Orlando, but we'll go wherever there's a stage. That's for sure.
Well, I was asking because I have friends in another band. They're actually coming on the show in May 11th, and it's Rise the Phoenix, and they're in Mobile, Alabama. They're not too far from you guys, and they're in the metal scene as well, and they are getting up there. So that's just an idea. Maybe touch base with them. You might could get on some shows with those guys.
Hell yeah.
Don's always trying to get people to network. That's awesome that she does that. Hey, she's a networking person, man. That's what she does. Right.
Friends, tribe vibes, babe.
Anyone? Is there anything that you would like to tell to your new fans? Because you're going to start gaining some fans. I can tell by your music. You guys have the music videos. Is there anything you would like them to know about you guys, maybe personally, or about the music? Just anything that you would like to let them know.
What about you? Take this one, Brent.
I was going to say Connor.
Connor's like I'd like to let everyone know that I also have long hair. And,
yeah, I don't know. I guess just pretty much stay tuned because there's going to be a lot of things coming out. And yeah, we're working really hard, and just I think there's a lot of good stuff to look forward to. Both within the band releases, shows, and all that stuff. And I think it's very good. What's your
release dates look like as far as 2022? How many songs have you released already so far this year?
Four, and we're trying to kind of get every month or so. We're trying to stick on a cycle where we have another single that we have coming out. It's kind of got backed up here about every month and a half or so. We're trying to keep dropping new singles kind of from here to whenever, and then get them together in EPs and that kind of have physicals for sale at the shows and whatnot.
Okay. And I did notice in The Deep, I noticed that Brent's vocal style is very kind of, it's not Deftonesy, not at all, but it's mellow. Do you have any super fast songs? Do you like to keep it kind of funky with the beat?
Yeah, whatever it calls for. Sometimes you have those kind of, like you said, those dynamic ones where you get to scream a little bit. Other times where it's goes down in those valleys, and we're working on 2 or 3 right now. They're just kind of staying down in the valley a little bit, so it's fun just doing whatever the song calls for and not trying to like force anything onto it.
I'd love to hear your pop music because, you know, I always want to hear pop, but like with screaming. I'm sure you didn't scream in your pop songs. That'd be cool if you did. Like, people should do that more often, I think. You know? And is this the first time that you've been able to kind of scream in a band, Brent?
No. Did like one or two on like previous albums, like with other bands, but it was like first 5 seconds. You know, like this is like I'm screaming the entire time, which is fun. But
Get it all out there.
just put like a blowtorch on my throat and give me some lozenges and I'll be good.
Frustration release.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
No, I think the bass player from Weapons of Anew came up like the first time ever meeting him. Comes up to me and Johnny's like, "You're angry and you're angry. I love it." And he just started playing with it. All right.
They live near you guys, and I think they also work with Mark, which is Sonic Boom Promotions, right? How'd you guys get tied up with him? I know he lives in the area.
So I shot me and John shot a music video for a band called Out of Darkness, and there are a couple of our buddies from this scene in Florida that are up there in Jacksonville, and their band manager Rich hit me up one day. He's like, "Hey," he's like, "you need to talk to this guy Mark, really cool dude, really well connected. I think he'd be good for your band. You know, hit him up." So we started talking to him, and he just showed up at a show one day, the Weapons of Anew show, and we started talking. He's a really, really nice guy. Great guy.
Yeah, that's why I kind of started talking to him. We had a mutual friend, and we started talking. And you never know when someone's talking to you for the first time. You never really know if they're full of shit or not full of shit. You know, you just don't know. And he seems legit, man. He's you know, he's the one that got you guys on the show and got Weapons of Anew on and working on some of the other bands that he's worked with. He seems to have the Tampa area kind of locked down with like if you sound good and you're from that area, it's like he's reaching out to you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
And to piggyback off of what you just said is like he doesn't sugarcoat anything. He doesn't sell you this smoke show that a lot of these guys. I mean, you know, John and I have been through a lot of this kind of crap in the industry, and he doesn't do that. He doesn't sell anything. He's like, "Look, this is what I can do. These are the things that I've done," you know, and just managing like expectations, like normal expectations, which is really nice because we don't like the sugarcoating. Like that's, you know, it's never a good time when that happens.
You can tell when someone's blowing smoke up your ass too. Like this one guy, I was at this bar one time. This guy comes up to me, he goes, "Love your podcast, man." He goes, he wanted to put me under his, I don't know if management or whatever it was. I already have all that handled. And he goes, and I remember talking to my producer about it. He goes, "Well, you know, I can get you to meet Joe Rogan." I was like, "I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, what do I want to meet him for? I'm doing my own goddamn thing." And obviously, it was a lie. Like he they're buddy, you know. And you know what? I could be fucking wrong, but I seriously doubt it. You know.
Well,
like,
he and I would get
weird.
along. He and I would get along great. I don't sugarcoat shit.
No, I don't do a damn thing.
You guys,
Sebastian's like, "That's why I liked you."
That's why. What'd you say? Who said something?
I said, when we first met, he's like, "That's why I like you."
No. Johnny or Brent said something right after that.
Oh,
I'm sorry, love. I have a bit of a lag.
Oh, no. You're good. It's your show, and you have pearls on and sunglasses. You look really cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Observation, man. Look at that. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Classy.
Sebastian.
What were you saying,
Thank you,
Brent?
darling.
Just that they would probably share a cigar or something. I've seen her light up a few already.
She's smoking that weed. Just kidding. She's not. All right.
No,
Hey, that's all. You guys got anything else you want to say? We're about to wrap up the show. I'll give you guys the final words if you have anything that you want to put out there.
Yeah. So if you got any of the new fans, anybody just checking out Bad Trauma, make sure to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube for the new videos. We have a new song coming out Friday the 13th. That's May 13th. And it's 33077. That's the new single we have coming out. We're filming the video this Saturday, and the video will be coming shortly after. So check it out, guys. We hope you like what we got.
33077. That I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna actually put that on my calendar. That just sounds interesting.
Hell yeah.
You know, that sounds cool. All right, guys. That's all the time we got. I do want to thank all the listeners. Thanks, Don, for joining me. Thank you, Bad Trauma, for being on the show. Absolutely had a great time. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check us out on all podcasting platforms. If you're still watching the end of this video, go to patreon.com/theloudspot. $3 a month really does help us out. That's all the time we got. Peace out, rock on, and much love.
Much love.
This is the Loud Spot outro by nothing short of tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Does nothing short of tragic have us back again? Does everything that's good really have to end? Our pin post has to pin show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.
Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to click the like and share button.
Don't forget to go to our YouTube and subscribe.
If you want to listen to our audio and pick up some cool merch, go to www.theloudspot.net. Peace out, rock on, much love.